What's up, comic fam? Comic fans, it's time for the previews of the books coming out for November 30th. Okay, this is the preview show. We got books coming out on the 29th for DC, the 30th for all of the publishers. We're going to get into those books right after this.
Spartans! What is your profession?
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. All right. Let's get into the books, but first, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, go ahead and throw me a thumbs up and comment down below. You know how we do. We're going to start off with the spec books this week. This week, there's just two spec books, both Star Wars, but not both from Marvel. One's Marvel, and one is Dark Horse. All right, so we're towards the end of the year, and towards the end of the year, the publishers, they give time off to their writers and their artists. And their staff. There's a lot less books. There's still a good amount of books coming out, but the quality, the stories, they start to wane, I think, towards the end of the year. So I think we're in that spot. But don't worry, they'll come back bigger, badder, stronger than ever. All right. But with that said, let's go. Let's keep the ball moving. We got two spec books out this week. Like I said, both Star Wars. We got Star Wars Darth Vader number 29. You got the first appearance of the pirate Jewel Tambor in this one. And that's it. You got a first appearance. You got a dope cover. That is I think that's a pretty dope cover. You got a pretty good writer on this, right? Craig Bach. And yeah, that is what is happening with this book. First appearance, Star Wars, Darth Vader. Why not? All right. Let's take a look at the only other spec book coming out this week. We got Star Wars High Republic Adventures number 1. All right, there's a couple of first appearances in this one as well. All right, it's Dark Horse. It is Star Wars High Republic Adventures, so it's a little bit more on the kiddie side, but that's fine. It just means it's a little bit more for all ages. It's still Star Wars. There's still characters in there, and so with that being said, you got your Star Wars, and you got another first appearance. And those always seem to be good. And I think it's 5 first appearances in this book. So that could be worth an investment. All right, let's get into some of the spotlight books for this week. We got Visions number 1. This is a second printing. This book came out, I don't know, maybe 2 months ago. But they finally released a second printing. I think this will fly under the radar since it's so far off of the first one. But if you have not read Visions number 1, this is your chance to get on it. This book probably came out like in October. But yeah, go ahead and grab it. It's just a really cool story. You got Star Wars, you got like samurai. It's the same guy who I believe did Afro Samurai, which if you haven't checked it out, is really good. And I don't see why you wouldn't check this out. There's also some first appearances. These aren't in the regular Star Wars continuity, but you never know. Could be. So I think this is worth a check out. That's why this is a spotlight book. This is Star Wars, but Star Wars in a different way. All right, Star Wars Visions number 1, second printing. All right, next up we got Plush number 1. I just read the little synopsis for this, and I was hooked. All right, this is Doug Wagner and Daniel Hillard. They did vinyl and they did plastic, both two really good series. So check those out if you can. These guys are a little twisted, all right, and let's just read it. In Plush, Devin Fulcher is coerced into attending his first Fury convention. When he accidentally happens upon a group of Furies devouring a human, the insanity begins. Do they just want Devin for dinner, or something much more wicked? Look at this cover. Man, that is sick. I think this is going to be one of those books that just flies under the radar, but a lot of people are going to love. All right. And that's why I picked Plush as another spotlight book. All right, let's get into the rest of the books coming out this week. What do we got? We got Image Comics. And here you go. Here are your Image books. Philadelphia is a really good series. That's already up to issue 25. If you haven't jumped in, probably get a trade. And what else we got? Lovesick has a number 2. Plush, number 1. We talked about that. That's a 6-issue series. Alright, Stillwater is also a really good series. Alright, we're at Boom Studios. Boom! Here comes the boom! Behold Behemoth's number 1 gets a second printing. That's what Boom Studios does with their bigger books, the ones they really want to push. They give them second printings like almost instantaneously. But you can probably find Behold Behemoth's number 1 cover A still in stores. Briar, this feels like it came out like a month ago, 2 months ago, which is fine if it's a monthly book, but the way a lot of these publishers have been releasing books, this feels like it came out a really long time ago. I could be wrong. It could be more. It could only have been a month, but I feel like it's been more than a month for Briar. Anyway, let's keep going. Damn Them All. Number 2 is out. And yeah. Works. You like the curse? Alright, there you go. Dark Horse. And what do we got from Dark Horse? Corshi in Hell. That is, I believe, in the same universe as Hellboy. So if you like Hellboy, this might be worth a read. Let me just make sure. Yep. The world may be over and Hellboy gone with it. So this is from that Hellboy universe. So if you're a fan of Hellboy, go ahead and pick up Koshi. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. And then you have Star Wars High Republic Adventures number 1 from Dark Horse with those 5 first appearances that I had mentioned. All right, we're at IDW Publishing. Lots of Star Trek, lots of Godzilla. All right, so if you're a big fan of those, go ahead, jump on those. We're at DC Comics. And what do we have? Yeah, some Batgirl, some Blue Beetle. I'm surprised there isn't like a ton of Batman, but you do have the Detective Comics Annual. There's a first appearance in that. If you're wondering, I believe that is a standalone issue. Grifter got run over by a reindeer, one shot. Seems funny, but I'm not invested enough in the Grifter character to spend $10 on a book. Justice Society number 1 has another one of those foil covers. I believe there's only 4 foil covers coming out with all these 90 homage covers and 90s style covers. So feel free to jump on that. Nightwing Annual has a design variant if you're interested in design variants. Alright, and that's the Heartless character that's appeared in a couple issues of Nightwing. I think we finally get to see who that is and get an origin story. Alright, what else do you have? You have some Superman, Son of Kal-El. It's a one shot. Like I said, there's a lot of these books coming out that aren't like, they're one shots and annuals. This is the time of the year where they give, I don't want to say the B team, but they give the writers and the artists who haven't, really had a lot of shine during the year a chance to do some books and give the other guys a little break. A little chance to catch up on stuff, a little chance to go home with the family, maybe a little chance to, do cons and all that other stuff. Whatever it is, the A teams usually get a little break this time of the year. All right, we're at Marvel. What do we have? We have Avengers Assemble Alpha. All right, there's a J. Scott Campbell cover if you are a fan of J. Scott Campbell. What else? Captain America, Symbol of Truth, number 7. I believe there is some spec behind that. There is a reintroduction of Ian Zola as Nomad in that book. All right, what else do we have? We have Double Trouble. Seems like a cutesy book. Got Momoko doing a variant of that. You have Planet Hulk Worldbreaker number 1, and that is Future of the Hulk sequel to Planet Hulk 1000 years in the future. There's a couple first appearances in there, multiple Hulk characters, maybe worth a look. You got Star Wars Darth Vader number 29, we talked about that. There is a new character in that one. Alright, got that Vision, Star Wars Visions. I really think that is worth a read. If you guys have not checked it out, please do. You got Strange Academy Finals number 2. Alright, Gaslamp meets the rest of the Strange Academy in that one. He was in 2 issues of Strange Academy, the first volume. And boop, 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 boop. Yeah, that's the rest of the books from Marvel. Alright, we're at Dynamite. Dynamite always has a ton of covers. Look at all those 007 covers. Yeah, that's like 8 of them. Right? Oh, 9 of them. Excuse me. Army of Darkness has a few covers. Look at all those covers. Catman Kitten. Alright. Fury. Look at this. Red Sonja. So many covers. So, Vampirella. Alright. And now, there's some Diamond Select toys. And now we're at the rest of the books coming out this week. Guys, if I missed anything, please feel free to drop that in the comments. Let me know what I missed. Alright, but these are the rest of the books coming out this week. You know, hopefully, like I always say, I hope to inform you about the books coming out so you know what you want to get when you get to the store. But remember, always buy what you like. Don't worry about what other people say, unless you're looking for spec books. In which case, I gave you a couple this week. You know what, either that Vision second print or that Hulk book, those are like spec books too. But, you know, again, buy what you want, get what you like, and you can never go wrong. Alright, let's see, I think we're almost to the end here, guys. So, thank you for joining me. And again, have a great, this is the first time I'm saying it, have a great new comic book day. Alright, comic fans, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, go ahead and throw me a thumbs up and comment down below. Do what you do, I'ma do what I do. I'ma get ready for this week's books. Peace!